Hey, what's going on everybody? Servo here. Welcome back to the channel. Today, we're going to go over one of my favorite update videos that I always do every single update. And it's just the video where we go over all the changes, the hidden features, the secrets, all the cool stuff. And it's going to be all in this video. Now, if you guys notice anything in your game, or you notice any changes that I don't call out in this video, be sure to let us know in the comment section below so we can help each other, and I may end up making a part 2. But day one, the first few hours, here's some stuff that we noticed. And also, if you guys enjoy my content, please be sure to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel. Only like 65% of people that watch my content every day are actually subscribed, so you may be watching thinking you are, but you might not be. Let's jump right into it. Okay, so this update, they actually changed a lot. During the So Delightful, the previous update, they really didn't add that much. It was actually hard to come up with like 10 things for this video for that update. But this one, there's just so much going on. One of them you may have noticed is if you go over here, down to gameplay, you're going to see 2 new toggles. So one of them is hide your favorite gifts marker. So this is the new like marker in your inventory, where it shows if a villager wants a specific gift, you can turn that on or off. And then there's this one that's confusing a lot of people. I did a lot of testing and I think I figured it out. So start cooking with ingredients, I have it turned off. If I go over here and I pull up the cooking station, it's going to pull up the actual recipes, not the ingredients. So instead, if I were to go down here and I turn it on, when I access any cooking station, it's going to automatically pull up the ingredients rather than the recipes. So again, let me back out. As you see right here, it's going to pull up the ingredients. If I then switch that back off, it's going to pull up the recipe. So it's a small change, but it is something. I guess it really depends. Would you rather have recipes pop up when you first go into cooking, which I think I do, or would you rather have the actual ingredients themselves? So that's number one. And now while we're here, there's also another thing. Cooking got a lot slower. You may have noticed it's kind of laggier. The frame rates drop. I'm on a pretty good PC. And then if you just like try to rapidly cook, it's definitely slow. And I heard it was even slower on console. So some updates, it seems like it gets, they speed it up. Other updates, it gets slowed down for whatever reason. This was not a good change, but it is a change. Now, let me show you guys something actually incredible. So you can go to like any of your floating islands, right? So I have this floating island over here. I have a bunch of stuff in the back that I usually hide behind my dream stamp. If you pull open this where you like go to your furniture tab or your wardrobe, you're going to see something here that says reset floating island. And it's going to tell you to hold a specific button. So for me on mouse and keyboard, I'm on PC, it wants me to hold shift. If I hold shift down, it's going to automatically erase everything on my floating island. Now you can hit undo if you want and it pop back up, or I can hold that button again, get rid of it all, back out, and there it is. It just erased literally everything. Now, this is a feature I've actually been wanting added to the game for years, but not for floating islands. I wanted it added just for biomes in general. I want to be able to fully clear out biomes, and the fact that we're able to do this now with a floating island makes me think in the future, Gameloft may implement that. I think it would be really awesome. Now, another amazing change is if you go over to Moana or Maui's house, you go inside, they completely changed the interior of it. It used to be a really just dirty floor, square building like a hut. It was terrible. This is Maui's house now. It has a whole waterfall over here. Completely changed the inside. It's beautiful. It's literally like premium quality. And then if you go over to Moana's house, they completely revamped it and it is so beautiful. Look how pretty it is in here. The lighting, the pieces. I wish we had this stuff, but I haven't seen anywhere that you can get these pieces, like not even in Scrooge's shop. We need the decor for sure. But yeah, her house looks so much better. Now let's go over to an accessory like an outfit piece. So if you have a storybook veil and you have like the bookish bag, you know how they changed it? Because it was broken and then it got broken again. Well, now it is officially fully fixed. It fits on my character perfectly. The straps actually fit my character. The back isn't too big. I mean, it looks incredible now. So if this is an item you've been waiting to use, but it's been bugged out, now they finally fixed it. So another incredible thing is if you go over to your like house floors and then you click on here, go to expand, we have the sizes of our rooms. So the biggest we used to be able to have is a 10 by 10. Now with this update, you can go all the way to a 12 by 12. So I could pay an extra 5,000. And then I'm going to go to my storage room and you're going to see that the walls are actually pushed back now with some space here. So this is the size of the room that it used to be, the biggest it could possibly be. And now that I upgrade it, I actually have extra space and I can enlarge my room. So I can sit here and like have extra storage space in my storage room. I'm very happy to have this. You are going to have to go through all your floors and do that if you want. Or you can also make them smaller and make it like a hallway or something like that. So for example, I'm going to go to floor 2. Okay, we have this room right here. And then say I want to expand the main room I'm in currently. I'm going to shrink it down like this. I'm going to make it long. And then I can unlock for 2,000. If you have stuff in there and you're shrinking the room, it's going to tell you, it's going to put the stuff back in your inventory. That's okay. So we're going to do that. And then now I have like a little hallway, little corridor, and I can have that go to my different rooms. So mess around with the different room sizes. And also you can now delete rooms. So like this room over on the left, I can go ahead and delete it. It says removing this room will remove all furniture. I can hit yes. And then there we go. So now I can go and purchase this room again if I want, 5,000. And then if I delete it, I don't get my money back. So this is something that I think is really nice. You can name your rooms, but that's always been a feature. But they made some massive changes when it came to like the interior of houses. Now let's check out wallpaper changes. If you go over here to your wallpaper and you can select any of them. So for example, we're going to pick, let's see, let's go with this one right here. So you can put it on the wall. If you hold it, you place it and then you hold it, you can actually drag and off center the wallpaper however you want it to be. So in case you have like specific designs that are being cut off by like a bookshelf or something like that, now you can actually just move the wallpaper. And I'm hoping in the future they keep applying like different changes to the wallpaper and then hopefully something for the ceiling. Now up next, we're going to talk about another amazing feature that they added. So if you go over here and you try and find some snippets, right, that are flying around like this one right here, you can pull up your camera and you have another toggle on the right. So this one right here will get rid of any touch of magic stuff. This one right here will get rid of any flying snippets. So I have 2 snippets in the back. If I toggle that, it makes them completely disappear. I can click on it again and then they are back. Now, if you have snippets that are just flying around in one of the lure traps and then you activate it, they will not disappear. I think that's kind of lame. I'm hoping they fix that. Maybe it's intentional, but I mean, I don't see why it would work on the flying ones, but not these ones over here. But if there's any in the way, like even that far back, you can click that and it completely gets rid of all of them in the biome that you're at. Now, I play another game called Infinity Nikki. I have a second channel for it, and they have a similar feature that works for like NPCs, you know, other players, other items, and I'm hoping that Dreamlight Valley will actually expand on this in the future. So imagine you're doing a dream snap, right? You notice there's like some ink right here or some night thorns or something like that. It'd be nice to have another toggle to click that and it erases everything except for your actual build. So they're off to a really great start. Now up next, we do have the slow cooker. You get this from Tiana's quest line. And as you see, whenever you finish doing like cooking something, right, you're going to see this little like green aura. As long as you don't pick up the actual item inside of it, you can use this to get green sparkles in your dream snap. So this isn't like an official thing, but it's something I want to put you guys on for your dream snap, because look at this. Imagine having some green sparkles, especially for a nighttime shot, and you can get the angles just right and you can snap it in your dream snap and actually have some of these green lights. Now they also added this for like the ancient cooker if you have the Storybook Veil DLC, but there's just some really cool stuff that you can create by blending the camera into like specific items. And we've always had this feature with like all kinds of items, but we've never had one that actually gives us green sparkles like this. I think it's going to be epic. Now let's go over here to the Dreamlight tab, and we're going to go down to Village. You're going to see a quest here called Lucky You. So we think that there's going to be like a St. Patrick's Day event coming up where you have to go and get some clovers. So I think after you get 7 clovers, you should be able to unlock this present. I don't know what the reward is going to be, but it's really cool and it's something to keep an eye on for sure. And then if you go over here to your collections, go down to crafting, you're going to see all kinds of new items, mainly for the new event. So for example, we have this one, the 4-leaf clover. At the bottom left, it says where to find it, Dreamlight Valley. And then you can scroll down here and see some of the items that we're going to be getting for the Easter event. We have one here called End of the Rainbow Cauldron. It's going to take 10 clovers, 10 iron, and 20 gold bars. So make sure you're farming that stuff up. And then we also had like some new balloons, I believe, down here. We got this hanging egg chair. This is brand new. We've always had like the blue, the pink, and the yellow eggs, but we've never had purple eggs. So that's going to be a new egg type coming with this event. If you go to your crafting station, you can go to furniture. You can also scroll down, and here you're going to see some extra stuff. So you have like last year's Easter stuff as well, but we have this thing called the potted spring egg tree. We got the excellent balloons. As you see, they also take the purple eggs. And then if you go and get some charcoal from the Aladdin realm, you can actually turn it 1 charcoal into 10 coal ore. Now this isn't super important, as you can just go to Kristoff's stall and buy it very cheap, but I thought that that was pretty awesome. Now when it comes to secondary houses, like your premium shop houses, you can turn the mailbox off. As you see, I don't have a mailbox on this house. This is not my actual house. And then if I go over here, all you have to do is click this toggle at the elevator. You can turn it on or off. You can also expand the floors if you want in your houses. We're going to go out, and the mailbox should be there. So you can go and turn it all the way off for every single secondary house that you want. If you turn it off on just one house, it does not turn it off for all of the premium shop houses. So you are going to have to manually go through and do it for all of them if you want them to be removed. Now, if you go to any of your storage chests, you can actually hover over them, and you're going to see like a little gift icon. If you hover over it at the bottom left, you're going to see a villager. That means that villager wants that item as one of their favorite items of the day. If I were to go over to this one, you can see that Olaf actually wants a shiny opal today. Same with your inventory. You can hover over stuff. If you see a present like I do on this one, you can see that Merlin actually wants that gift. And remember, you can go into your menu, like in your inventory, and toggle these little present icons off if you want to. Now, another thing they added is if you go over to each item in your inventory, at the bottom left, you're going to see an icon. If it's got the Dreamlight icon there, like right by the Dream Shard, that means that item is found in Dreamlight Valley. If I were to go over here to like the gold, it's also found in Dreamlight Valley. But if I were to take some magma, this has the icon for Storybook Vale. So if you're a little confused on where you can actually get some of this stuff, you just have to actually look at that icon and memorize the Eternity Isle logo, the Dreamlight Valley logo, and the Storybook Vale one. A lot of these features actually extended over into like the restaurants and the cooking stations. So now we have the search bar, you can type it in however you want. You can assign it by dessert or ingredient type. But one thing that is really cool is if you go over here to your tab, you have the quest filter. This one right here will actually show restaurant orders for villagers that are in your valley. Now, if you go to a recipe and say this one has 2 characters, it's flipping back and forth from, say Anna and then let's just say Goofy, right? Say they both want Cape Gooseberry Sour Fondue. If they're both not in the restaurant, that means one of them, which is Anna in here, wants this, and the other one, Goofy, wants it as their favorite item of the day. Once you cook this item and then you bring it to them, it will disappear from the restaurant order list. Now we also have a favorites tab over here. So what you can do is find your favorite recipe. So let me type in like golden, okay? We're gonna hit apply filter here, and then I'm gonna go up to all recipes. If I want to make any of these my favorite, I can right click on this. I'm on mouse and keyboard, and I can hit mark as favorite. You also have the sort recipes down here, and then the button at the bottom left will show you what button you need to press to mark that item as your favorite. So then in the future, you can just pop on here and you will always have your favorites tapped. So I'm assuming like a berry salad is going to be something you would want to favorite, so it's always right here. And then you have a tab for your favorite gift. Let me go ahead and clean that off. Here we go. So we can go to the gifting, and this shows every villager in the valley that's like what recipe they want as their favorite gift of the day. And then down here, this just shows you what can be cooked right now. Now, I'm sure there's a bunch of other things that they changed, so we probably will have to do a part 2 with this one. I don't want it to be too overwhelming, but I think we have a lot of tips in here that's going to be very helpful. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you all have the best day. I really appreciate you. Thank you for sticking around the channel and also watching my content. Have a great day, and I'll see you in the next one.